Hello, I'm back home. Well, home. I don't even know what my home is anymore, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna be staying here the whole week. We're going shopping. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna shop because I've been online shopping so much. I literally need to stop wasting my money. I think I'm just gonna buy some cute sunglasses. Oh, I hate when this happens. Anyways, let me tell you all about the book I've been reading while I untangle this mess. I've been reading The Woman Destroyed by Simone de Beauvoir. I think at first it was a little bit hard for me to get into it. Kind of felt like I was reading a book that I would probably enjoy a little bit later in life. I think there are 3 different stories. I've just read one, but it's all about 3 women, kind of how they navigate going through the 3rd stage in life, kind of having most of your life behind you and not ahead. I think about that a lot, kind of like getting older and how it must feel. It's a luxury that not a lot of people can afford, but it's also, you know, it's kind of sad. It's so interesting to read this when I'm in my early 20s because it just makes me appreciate the present so much more. You know, even if life is not where you want it to be, at least you're young and you have all of these possibilities. There's a quote in the book in the first part, which is one that I read, that I really liked, which says, "And I still love life too much for the idea of death to be a consolation," which just encapsulates so much what it must be like to be 60. I still need to read the other 2 parts. Anyways, I'm happy to be back home, taking a break from my day-to-day life, which gets a little dull sometimes. You know how I'm not working this year? Well, I am working, but kind of working from home. I'm happy about it, but I'm also happy to be here and just explore my city. I love Monterey so much. I don't know if I could ever come back to live here because just like the whole culture around it is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. But I love the city. There's a lot of really good restaurants that you can go to and it's just so cool. It wasn't like this when I was living here. There's so much newer stuff now. Anyways, my hair is getting so long, which makes me so happy. H&M. Oh my god. I forgot my tripod at home, so I'm having to come up with creative ways to set up the camera. I'm not the best packer. I kind of just draw things that I think I would like at the moment. Also, the book that I've been reading is so good, but I'm beefing with it. I feel like the main character has obviously some flaws. How she approaches situations is not how I would approach situations. It's hard for me to read about someone who doesn't have a lot of emotional intelligence, but I like reading about complex female characters. They never bore me. You never know what their next move is gonna be, which is so interesting. It's Saturday, I think. I was listening to Arctic Monkeys. It's been a while since I've actually listened to them. I love them so much, but for a strange reason this year I just found myself not really playing their music, which is so unlike me. They're a big part of my personality and I was not feeling them at the beginning of the year. I think in general I was just not listening to music. My ears were kind of tired from a lot of noise, which makes me sound so old. I'm not. Anyways, I've been having a fun couple of days. It's been interesting to be back after a month. I'm not sure how I feel about my hometown. Sometimes I love it and sometimes I hate it. I did high school here and high school was not the best part of my life. I think I would actually go out of my way to say it was the worst. I'm just so happy to not be in high school anymore. I'm actually loving this time of my life. I feel so happy, so happy. Life gets so much better after high school, it really does. High school can be such a tough time. I remember when I was there, people used to say those were gonna be the best years of my life, and I literally remember saying, this can't be the best years of my life. Like, no, don't tell me that, because I'm literally gonna off myself right now. And 5 years later, I can tell my past self that they weren't the best years of my life. These are. My 20s have been the best years of my life. Even if they've been a little boring, it's just been so much more happier, comfortable, and just so much better. I wish I could go back and tell my old self that it's gonna be fine and that it's not that serious. Nothing is that serious. Even though at that age it feels like it is, it's not that serious. I don't know, it's just some thoughts that I had right now. I always think about my old life when I'm here. It's just obvious that I'm gonna do that. Everything reminds me of who I was. That's why I don't come as often. The streets, the smells, the mountains, the people I bump into. I don't know, I'm just in such a better place and I'm so happy. I just wanted to share my little experience. It really does get better if you're stuck in a situation where it's just awful. You know, removing yourself from it is really hard, because it was very hard for me to remove myself from the harsh environment where I was at, but it's very worth it. It can be scary, but it's worth it. Anyways, I've been having a fun couple of days. Yesterday I went to such a good restaurant. I had the most delicious taco, octopus taco, I've ever had in my whole entire life. It was like this. I don't think this word exists in English, does it? Tortilla with beans, avocado, an octopus, and I think cheese, and it was so good. I've never had such good octopus. I like it when it's toasty and not chewy. I had a Brussels sprouts salad, one of the best salads I've ever had in my whole entire life as well. And I had an Aperol spritz. I've never had it ever either, and it was actually so good. I thought I wasn't gonna like it because people had told me in the past that it's a very strong drink, but I loved it. I'm definitely gonna be ordering that whenever I have the chance. And then we went for drinks. I hadn't drunk in quite a long time. I don't really drink as often. I've been mostly sober this year. I love this city so much. It holds a very special place in my heart. I'm proud to be Mexican, but I'm mostly proud to be from Monterrey. It's just the best city in the country, in my opinion. Everyone here is gonna tell you that. A lot of people are not gonna agree, but people from here are always gonna say that. But again, I don't know if I could ever come back and live here. I feel like I need to try different places before deciding where I'm actually gonna settle. I also get bored so fast, so